My name is Colado, and I am presenting today our prominent resources. Um, I'm going to first share which resources I have, and then I'm going to pull them up on the computer, so then that way we have a better visual of the resources as well than just me showing a picture of the resource. So um, the resources that I am presenting will be the book, which is an ebook. Um, it is titled "The Top 10 Biblical Archaeology Discoveries" um, by the Biblical Archaeology Society. And then the next is a journal from the Journal of the Theology from South Africa about the city of David. Um, and then my encyclopedia article will be on Jerusalem from the New Encyclopedia of Archaeology Excavations in the Holy Land. And then the biblical website will be the Biblical Archaeology Society website that will be the resources. First resource, um, the first resource will be this they said that the book is titled Top 10 Top Biblical Archaeology Discoveries. Um, Again, this is an ebook which is actually free from the Biblical Archaeology Society. The book contains what are to be believed the top 10 important biblical archaeological finds. The finds are unique from writings to locations. I felt that the resource was helpful because it didn't focus on just one biblical archaeological find, and it's also a free resource. The information was pretty easy to read. Um, and what's again, it's a visual, it's just not a bunch of writing. You also there are pictures of artifacts that are found and what's in the various areas. Also with the maps and also giving of what has been found at different stratums and time periods. So, for example, this is the intro and then the table of contents. So we have um, the Nag Hammadi libraries, these codexes that were found by some farmers in a jar, and these codexes dated mid-4th century CE. Again, some of these do pertain to the Old Testament, some of it's more newfound and more towards New Testament, but there are more Old Testament findings in this. But as you can see, there's maps of locations and those that have found these items. And then further on, like again, a big explanation of everything. So then here is the Ain Dara temple. And this temple, they said that helps helps us visualize the Solomon's temple. So using this temple, they're able to have a parallel. So again, there's pictures, and then it furthers again maps showing the location, and then also again, that's just really great. Like I said, a great resource because it has the pictures and further resources found within this. So here we go. This is the temple again with the different phases, and then some more pictures of the finding. And then it also has some more of the artifacts that are located there. This is a stela that was found in that temple. It also goes and has a comparison to other temples. Um, go. So there's Aindara planning a temple, and then Solomon's temple. This is like a reconstruction, and then they have Hazor and the depictions there of the Hazor temple, and then Tel Tenyet, and then just giving a comparison. So then another find there was a Teltan stela, not just mentioning the name of David, but the house of David, which was significant in biblical archaeology, to see that it was not just the name David, but again, the name, and then uh, different artifacts again that were found, speaking about inscriptions and writing. Showing the city here. Mm. There's there's an art, but it's like I said, pretty in depth. It's not a short articles for the most part. It is like I said, it helps to like this. It's a illuminate biblical events because of what is written um in these findings. This year, this is more of a New Testament. So this is the Mona Lisa of Galilee mosaic that was found. Um, and they talk about her. So Yahweh and his Ashrash, the Kanelet, this ostraca that was found. Um, and it's in a place where this is a desert place where it was found. And they feel that this place was also a place where there was quite a bit of religions crossing in this desert place. And then the findings there. Then here is the Jordan. You see the location of where it's at. Oh, right here. So the ruins of the walls, and this resource does give quite a bit of information. So I'll go on to the next resource. Like I said, there is more. Just showed you a few that are in this ebook. Because it is pretty in depth. And this is another New Testament because it's the St. Peter's house. There's plenty of like you saw, this one's Sir Herschel Shanks, so they're reputable people who are, and it's from the Biblical Archaeological Society that created this ebook. And the Siloam Pool, again, could give maps and the resources and that. So the next is an article from the Journal of Theology from South Africa. Yeah, it's this resource. I felt it was good because it was kind of shedding light on the discoveries from the city of David for those who are not known to what discoveries are there, but kind of give a short recap. Um, Again, is the purpose of this article is for the reader to get acquainted with the findings and how to build a case to support the Bible, but also shed light in um, the the and these findings of the city of David. Um, he goes just basically. This list has no pictures. This one's a shorter read, not super extensive, but again, for somebody to um, for them to get acquainted. So he talks about the city of David in this intro. He talks about the different people, such as he mentions Kathleen Kenyon, Kathleen Kenyon in this, um, and other Herschel Shanks is mentioned. So different prominent people and what their findings were. So then he goes on about the side of David, um, the location, the surrounding area with Bible verses attached to it, and the excavation. Well, how the excavation is done with um, volunteers. He mentions the skill with a pickaxe, wheelbarrow. Um, he mentions the watering system. Hezekiah's tunnel is mentioned, the Siloam pool. He then further, like I says, gives further understanding. Again, he brings scripture to this, like I said, bringing it together. So then part of the excavation area is this area G in the milio. And what does that milio mean? He goes into uh, understanding what does that the milio, how it's mentioned in the Bible and what it means and the different interpretations of it. Then he also brings up the hotel, which is a place where servants ended up living. And so, and again, the mentioning of it in the Bible. So for him, he feels that this overall just to help give someone some insight into how the Bible can benefit from archaeology. So the next resource is an article from the Encyclopedia of Archaeological Excavations. Again, this article is in depth. I'm not going to go through all of it because there's quite a bit in this. But it starts with the visitor center. And this resource is easy to read. It is a long read, but there's definitely a wealth of information. And there's pictures of not just the location, but of artifacts that are found. We have the Gihon Spring and the eastern slope of David and the different stratas that are found in each take. Again, we have maps and to help with location. Like I said, various maps. This is here's the city of David. We have Hezekiah's tunnel. So just different findings. We have the Warren shaft system. So irons. Like I said, just all the discoveries are fine. Just in that, this is just that those finds there, and then here we go to the pool of Siloam, and the finds there. This Givatari parking lot. There was some phases, Byzantine area, the Dung Gate area. Again, we have maps. It's pretty in depth of like all the findings of Jerusalem and that surrounding area, the gates. Um, and this again ties in with the Old Testament. archaeology. And as we further go into this, there's quite a few different areas that it does. So we have the area east of the Temple Mount. Again, the discoveries, pictures, artifacts, excavations, um, and what is found, wall tunnels, the street of chain, quite a bit of information. Like I said, that is given. Felt that was a good resource in archaeology. My last prominent resource is the what my website, which is biblicalarchaeology.org. Um, the Biblical Archaeology Society um, has the website alone has quite a bit of information. As you can see, they have a blog that pretty much writes almost every day, maybe a couple times a day. So you have a blog, they have a magazine, and you're able to see some of the magazine highlights. It will give you some, and you may have some of those that have been archived. Yeah, I'll come to this library in a moment. They have travel and study. So what events that they may have, they have online. Um, if you wanted to do some more education, they have an online programs. And so you can travel and study. They also have like what are the digs, information on digs that are taking place here, as it says in 2023. Dig opportunities and their locations and all their information. They have a store which you can purchase books, their contact information, their about. It's a nonprofit founded in 1974. It's all about education through the magazine. And so here is the library tab. And with a subscription, you can access their library. And there's different levels on their subscriptions. So in my purchase of it, I just got the electronic resource. So you have access to demos, the magazines, and not just partial articles to all of it. Books, there are books that you can you're able to access through it. That some of them do relate to Old Testament, some of it is new. You have this one here, The Rise of Ancient Israel. The encyclopedia, it's the New Encyclopedia of Archaeological Excavations in the Holy Land. And this gives you access, again, with a subscription, you have access to all of this for free. And this is where I received that information from Jerusalem. They have collections. Again, this is with a subscription. You're able to access these some of these articles and journals. There's videos that you also have access to, again, that are not available if you don't have the subscription. So I feel that even if without having the subscription to the BAS library, the website itself is has a wealth of information that you're able to receive. So those are the four prominent resources. Again, I feel that they're all easy access, easy to read, and they're all notable with backing, especially since most of them come from the Biblical Archaeology Society.